If you've been drunk or have been drinking, then you absolutely should know better that better not to do any of the stuff when you have been in the condition or stage of drinking way too much. And these are things that you should avoid doing, especially if you've been drinking. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. If you didn't already, I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And as you can see, I have a new background because my phone is actually stuck to the wall right now because it is charging. So I wanted to kind of like have a nice new background a little bit. And if you guys watch my channel, you know that I constantly change my background every couple days or so. So I'm going to do a video about the stupid things, the 5 stupid things people do when they have been drinking too much. So if you've ever been drunk or ever been around a drunk person, then you know these are very stupid things that people do. I mean, I know that sometimes they can't really mean to do any harm like this, but these are things that you should avoid doing if you're drinking. And if you didn't see the top 10 things you should never do when you've been drunk, if you've been drinking or are drunk, and I'll link the video down below if you didn't see. And I want to make this video just to keep everyone safe and be careful when you've been drinking, and do not make these same mistakes I've seen other people do.
Number 1.
Number 1 on my list had to be rude. So I have witnessed people be rude when they're drunk. Like, they'll get very aggressive with people that work in the bar, the managers in restaurants. If they've had way too much to drink, they'll start being rude to people, going around and go, I don't need you to tell me what to do, or yeah. I mean, people can be that way when they're drunk if they've had too much to drink, and they'll say things without thinking, and they can be a little rude to some people, like say some rude things, call them rude names, and it is very, very hurtful when people do that. And I have a story about how some customers we had at the restaurant/bar I worked at, I forgot to mention I had to deal with these customers before when I worked at a restaurant/bar. And if you didn't see the story about how we had a group of people who were very drunk that made my friend at my job at the time cry, and I'll link that down below if you didn't see. Oops.
Number 2.
Number 2 on my list should have to be try to drive. So this is very dangerous. Like, drunk people can and will think they're fine. I mean, if they say like, oh, I had a liquor or whatever, they'll try to drive. But the smart thing you can do is try to keep their keys away from them. If you've noticed somebody that had way too much to drink, you should pick up their keys and like hide their keys from them in your backpack so they can't get to them, or your purse, because you don't want them driving home drunk or driving you home drunk in case you're riding with them. So just be smart, take the keys, and drive your friend or your brother or your sibling or your family member's car for them, because you don't want them to try to drive and get you in an accident.
Number 3.
Number 3 on my list should have to be walk home. So drunk people can and will walk home, and that's also kind of dangerous because they can and will fall over without thinking. They may not pay attention and get themselves hit by a car. So if you see a friend or a family member of yours that has been drinking too much, maybe walk home with them to make him, or if you're driving, drive them home to make sure they don't walk into the street, get themselves hurt, or trip or fall anywhere.
Number 4.
Number 4 on my list would have to be argue. So, excuse me. Number 4 on my list should have to be argue. So people have a tendency to argue when they're drunk, and it's just never a good thing, because if you've argued with a drunk person, they can and will try to get aggressive with you, and it's really, really uncomfortable. I mean, I've never really witnessed a drunk person get aggressive, but drunk people think they're independent, they can handle themselves. If they drink too much, they can and will try to argue with you, or if they want more drinks when they had way too much, they can and will do that. And it's not a really good idea to keep giving them drinks too much, because you don't want them to be weird. And some people don't react well to alcohol. So please be careful and don't argue with a drunk person. It's just not a safe thing to do.
Number 5.
Number 5 on my list should have to be get into a physical fight. So, I mean, I understand bar fights can be funny in movies, but you never want to get into a bar fight in real life, because you can and will get in trouble by the police, you can and will cause a ruckus, or you may get yourself banned from that bar and stuff. So you got to be extremely careful when you are trying to pick a fight with somebody in a bar. Don't even think about picking a fight with someone in a bar, because it is not a funny thing. It is disrespectful, and it's just really stupid, because you can get yourself arrested for causing chaos and fighting in a bar. Okay, so those are the top 5 stupid things that drunk people do. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you learned something from it.